Hi everyone, it's Red with RedDragonLeo.com. As for tomorrow, I decided I'd do this video because of tomorrow being an important day. I do believe we're at a temporary turning point, getting ready to go back up. And I think as far as the jobs number that everybody is expecting to be bad tomorrow, I think it will be bad. And I don't think there'll be a lot of manipulation by the government, PPT, Ben Bernanke, Obama, whoever. And the reason for that is because of how far we've already sold off. This is truly one of those situations where while everybody's drunk around the bar and they're starting to tell their dirtiest secrets, now's the time to go ahead and tell yours. Because nobody will really remember, and it'll just be no big deal, as opposed to saying it at your wedding or something like that. I mean, some other positive event. You don't want to put bad jobs numbers up here when we're at 1131 or up here at 1219. You want to go ahead and put them out here. Here you want to manufacture good numbers just to fool everybody, to keep them going. But the technicals obviously told us we were going to turn down. Now this here daily chart is showing a bottoming tail, and you can see that here we had a bottoming tail. Here we had a bottoming tail. Here we had a bottoming tail. Each time this marked a bottom. So it's very likely that we could do something similar to this February 5th, like today being February the 5th, and put in a bottoming tail, and then in the morning sell off a little from the bad jobs number, quickly be bought up, and actually end up closing positive on Friday. That's really what I'm expecting, a positive close on Friday going to the 4th. We've been down so many days in a row here. 1, 2, 3, 4 here, a little pause day there. 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 out of 9 days. And I think it's actually 9 days in a row on the NASDAQ where they did not have this little pause day. So you can almost say that we've been down 9 days in a row here in the overall market. And you can see we are getting fairly deeply oversold. There's no sign of turning back up yet, and we certainly could go down much lower. But I think it's time that we rally up into next week. So while I think there could be a dip in the morning, I think it's going to be a buying opportunity. And the key time frame is about the 10:30, 11:30 time frame, depending upon how much selling pressure there is. That's what you want to look for to see where it bottoms. Where it bottoms, I don't know. I don't know if we're going to go down here only to, like, say 10, 20 and put in a lower or a higher low, or if we're actually going to go down here and go down to the low 900s and put in another one of these bottoming tails. I don't think we're going to do that tomorrow. I think that we come close enough to our fake print of 100.72 SPY that I have from here, and this is obviously back from let's see, June 4th, as you can see right here. And you can see that this said a date of 100.72, that low on that date. We were nowhere near that low. That's how we know it was a fake print. So you can see the market traded in the 109 range that day, and then boom, all of a sudden, this one went down there. And it was actually 100, I'm sorry. Well, you can't see it right there, but that's a zero. But it was 100.72. Well, today, where did we close, or where do we have an intraday low at? We had an intraday low at, let's see here, going to the 15-minute chart. Well, it was actually 101.14 on the SPY. I don't have it shown here on the SPY, but that's what it was, 101.14 on the SPY. It's 41 cents away. And so that's pretty daggone close to fulfilling that fake print. So while we're on this 15-minute chart, as you can see, basically we made a major bear flag here, trading sideways those 2 days, sold off, and continued selling off on the jobs news Thursday morning here this morning, and hit that fake print target area, and also this trend line, which I doubt was drawn here. I'd say we were more along this trend line right here prior. chart pattern guy must have put that up. And we bounced right off of it. So yeah, you can make a case that this is a bear flag, a down move, and a sideways, but it's not really. You really want one large candle, so it's not really a bear flag on this particular pattern. But as you can see, we are now putting in positive divergences, and we moved up, and yes, it looks like it's ready to roll down. So we could roll down here in the morning on the badge jobs numbers and put in a higher histogram bar than this one or this one. So when we dip down in the negative territory there, I think we're just going to go down and then go back up. That's what I think is going to happen, assuming that we go down in the morning. And allow this to get back up, and we'll probably go up higher. So it might dip and then run back up higher. And I say that because of the 60-minute chart giving it the support. So if the 60 was pointing down right now, then this would roll down and probably tank. But when it tried to roll over here, the 60 supported it. The 60 is a larger time frame than this 15-minute chart. So we go over here and look at the 60, you can see what I'm talking about. Here's the 60. You can see it's pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. Just now, as the last candle, or last 60 minutes of the day went into positive territory. Now, it's also put in a positive divergence. And you can see here was kind of a deep trough and a very small positive one. Here's a much shallower one. And so I expect this one to be correspondingly a little larger than this one here. So where this one's smaller than this one, I expect this one to be a little larger. Because we're really oversold quite a bit here on the 60. And so yeah, it's turning down a little bit. So it could hook down a little bit in the morning, but I do expect it to run back up and close positive tomorrow. And so yes, this could be considered a bear flag too, but again, probably go down and then run back up higher, maybe even hit that 1040 by the end of the day. Which that would be kind of like a B, C move, if you want to call it that way, an Elliott wave. But you can see up here on the ADX line, we're pretty overheated here. The ADX line is way above, and the negative DI line is moving down, losing power. So that's what I'm expecting for tomorrow, as you can see. So this could, again, go a little bit down in the morning. I don't know how far. I don't know. It's going to be based on time. It's going to be based on time and how long it takes for this to recycle back up. I expect it to be lower. But I think it'll be in the time period 10:30 to 11:30. That's when all the major trading's done in the morning and in the afternoon. And then it goes to sleep for the lunchtime hours. But I think it's going to go to sleep after 11:30. It's going to go to sleep the whole day because people are going to be leaving early for 4th of July weekend. So it's going to float higher. It's just pretty much what it's going to do. And then next week, I'm going to go into next week probably flat, not knowing what it's going to do. If these charts get really overbought, if this 60 gets really overbought, looks ready to roll, and if this 15 recycles down and then back up into the end of the day and puts in like a lower histogram tower, making a negative divergence, making it look like it's overbought and ready to tank again, along with the 60 being ready to roll over. If it rolls over and puts in a lower tower, then yeah, and especially it could go down. But you also got to look at this here. Is just going to curl back up, so the daily is more powerful there, and the daily could easily kick back up and override the 60 and the 15. So we're ready for a rally. So next week we really could, based upon the daily, we could have a down day, first day down. We could, no question about it. We are still rising right here on the ADX. It's still rising. And so literally we could go up tomorrow and then open up next week down big because it's still pointing down. But as far as tomorrow, again, I'm expecting down in the morning on the jobs number to a lower histogram tower, recycle back up, and put in a lower tower probably by the end of the day and be at a higher place. Same thing here. I'm expecting this just to go up all day and then to roll back or remain flat towards the end of the day and just go into it negative like that into the weekend. And this here could go extend on out here to this 1040 area. So that's what I'm expecting for tomorrow. Down in the morning and up into the close. See you guys.